Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand-new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll pass the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. A gain of 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 11.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On first down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Kansas City.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're on for the field goal. A 37-yard line.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
He was tackled at the 20.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And just takes it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watch out for him on the return. That'll go for 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Chiefs 10, Chargers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he'll bang that one through.
Chiefs 17. Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
17-0 our score after 1.
The score, Chiefs 17. Chargers nothing.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking deep for Gabriel. The throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. A super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw over the middle taken in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Nick Vigil. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. gun, it's Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. He nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
45-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Reed. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No one can tell my offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Chiefs are going to get it. Here's Clay Clark that time, who got in there to bring him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brought down by Chris Harris. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit, he's on base to bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And at the 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. But now it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll find Williams on the sling. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's Edwards-Helaire, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes pass caught by Watkins, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete to Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Chiefs 19-yard line.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Still churning. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contacts, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Carrier brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was a
the 2 now. 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. From the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
Extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? This pass finds its way to Williams, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And this is Gabriel with the catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At that 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. To the air again. Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And his kick is right through.
Chiefs 38, Chargers 21. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And 4.
A decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First, the goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That throw into the arms of Allen. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year. 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Chris Jones is truly a force, and it doesn't matter what uniform he's going to have on. If he's on that side of the ball, you better double and triple team him. In 2018, the first player in NFL history to have a sack in 11 straight games. And while he didn't play all 16 in 2019, still had 9 sacks on the season and was an absolute beast during the playoffs.
He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
To this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.